Today's topic of conversation is gaslighting. And regardless of the relationship, romantic, platonic, work, whatever it is that you've had with someone with a mountain of narcissistic tendencies, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You find yourself having all these questions about whether your reality is the real one. So, welcome to one of the narcissist's favorite games, where they try to convince you that you're crazy and they are the only sane one in the room. In this game, the narc is the master of manipulation, and trust me, it is a game to them, and you, survivor, are the puppet. So let's talk super briefly about what gaslighting actually is. And gaslighting in the most pure raw form is somebody, again, with these levels of toxic tendencies, trying to convince a person that their own memories, reality, perceptions, sanity are wrong. Everything is wrong and you're very confused. Basically, they want you to feel like you are like living in a funhouse where nothing is really the way it seems to be. Every time you think you have something figured out, one of the mirrors in the funhouse shifts. And before you know it, everything looks different. What's real? What's happening? Did that conversation really happen? What's going on? It is extremely confusing and leaves people with so many questions. So let's talk about how narcissists actually gaslight. Step one is deny, deny, deny. When a narcissist does something wrong or says something hurtful, they will often immediately just deny that it ever happened. You might say something like, you said you'd pick up groceries on the way home from work. I never said that. You're imagining things. They're very quick with the defensiveness and the aggression. I never said that. Are you feeling okay? Because I know I never said that. And then you could say, no, I even have the text here where I said, could you grab a few things on the way home? And their response again, even when you have proof in black and white, is you're crazy. You're making things up. Maybe you sent the message, but I didn't get it. You might want to talk to somebody about this. I think maybe you're losing your mind a little bit. They are experts in denial. In fact, they could probably teach a masterclass on it, and it's your fault for doubting them. How dare you question them, because they've got it all figured out. They know everything. They know all the answers. And so let's move right on into step two, twisting everything that you say. Oh, holy shit. And I mean everything. Once they start gaslighting, no statement that you ever make is safe. They will twist it until you feel like the crazy one. Your words are basically bent, reassembled, there's some revisionist history there, and suddenly you're the one to blame. Well, congratulations, you've entered narc logic, where everything you say is basically turned against you. You could say something like, well, we haven't really been spending much time together lately. And out of left field, here comes, oh, so now I'm a terrible partner? I have been nothing but loving towards you, and you're attacking me? How could you even say that? Your natural response would be, I never said you were a terrible partner. I said that we haven't been spending a lot of time together. And the immediate lash out that you will get is, yeah, but that's not what you meant. You meant I'm terrible. You always make me feel like I'm the problem, like I'm not good enough. One small statement about something that maybe you'd like to have a conversation about turns into this awful snowball of just toxicity and drama. We also have to move into things like creating a false narrative, but you could also just call it something like building the alternate reality. And this is when things really get fun. Yeah, right. A narcissist is kind of like a TV producer, but instead of creating a show that everyone loves, they create a very fake world that is designed to make you very paranoid. Someone very narcissistic might say to you, I would never say that to you. That's not even close to what happened. You must be confusing me with somebody else. And when they use these statements like this, you must have been saying that with someone else. This must have all happened in your head. If they do this fairly consistently, before you know it, you might even begin to have those questions. You'll step aside with yourself and you'll say, wait, did we have that conversation? No. Yeah, we did. I remember it. I'm not crazy. And then here comes the narcissist. Nope, you're misremembering it. Sorry, wasn't me. I'm I'm starting to get kind of worried about you. Have you been feeling all right? And now you're living in the alternate universe. And trust me, they're in charge of the storyline, and it is never going to be about you having any control with what's happening. And here's the kicker. The worst part of gaslighting isn't just the manipulation, which sucks enough as it is. It's that you will actually really start to doubt yourself. You think those things, like I just said a moment ago. Am I going crazy? Another very popular phrase in gaslighting is, you're really being awful sensitive about this. You're really making a big deal out of this. And so you'll begin to ask, am I really sensitive? Should I just lighten up a little bit? Before you know it, your confidence in your own perception begins to decline. But fear not, there are ways that you can spot gaslighting in action. So let's talk about a few of the red flags that point to somebody could potentially be gaslighting you. Again, denial. They're denying things that they said or did. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. Also, another very big one is they make you feel like you are overreacting. You're really making a big deal out of this. Wow, this must really bother you. Another huge move for toxic and potentially narcissistic people is guilt. They attempt to make you feel guilty for things that aren't your fault. There's appropriate guilt when we legitimately do something wrong and we feel appropriately guilty. And then there's what a narcissist can often want you to think, which is inappropriate guilt. You need to feel guilty despite the fact you've done nothing wrong. Also, people who are doing this and trying to gaslight you will try to convince you that your reality is wrong. They might even go further and suggest that you apologize for your feelings or your thoughts. And so if you're checking off these boxes here right now as we go through this, congratulations. You've just become the unwitting star of the huge gaslighting game here. Very, very unfortunate. So even though we know gaslighting is a narc's favorite game, there are also things that we can do to prevent gaslighting as best we can. A narcissist and people with these traits, they're always going to say things like this. You're crazy. There's something wrong with you. I would go talk to a professional. You need, is some kind of help. I'm concerned about you. But the more stuff you get in black and white can help you as far as them denying everything. If you feel as if someone is attacking you, trying to confuse you, trying to twist the situation, remember that you have the power and the ability to stop the conversation. You do not have to entertain this person or go any further into their conversation. You can say, I feel like you're attacking me. I feel like you're trying to confuse me. Or you can even say, I'm not really sure what's happening right now, but I don't like the way this is going. So we're going to continue this conversation at another time. Don't be afraid to make an exit. You don't have to engage in manipulative conversations. You do not have to engage in conversation where people are attacking you or trying to tear you down or trying to pull you into drama. Remember that you do have that power and you do have that control. This is one of their super favorite games to play. And the only rules are there are no rules and these people win by default. But I mean, this is more like a game of hide and seek. Except, what happens is the narcissist is attempting to hide from the truth. But again, don't worry. You are not alone. You are not crazy. This happens when we get in very toxic, very unhealthy relationships, again, friendships, what have you, with these people that are highly toxic and dramatic, and they need to twist events to work out better for them. Of course they do. The narcissist is always going to want to look right and pure and amazing, and everything is your fault. As always, you don't have to keep questioning everything. You know your truth. You know what's happening. Again, you can take notes, try to get as much as you can in black and white, or the best alternative, don't engage with these people as often as you possibly can. Remove yourself from the situation. So I will have more videos to come on some narcissistic insight. Remember, trust yourself. You are the one who knows what's going on as far as your truth. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.